Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dubacom. It is 5 in the morning in India. Friends, today I want to tell you the reason behind the creation of this YouTube channel. Actually, I have always wanted to create one since long time back, but I was not sure of the kind of content I was gonna make. And considering the galaxy of content creators currently active on YouTube, in almost all the known fields of the sapiens on this planet, it was even more difficult to pick one. So the first thing I had to ask myself was, what are the fields or areas in which I am truly interested in? What are my hobbies? Then I realized there are actually plenty of them, such as reading books, playing chess, working out, or you may say health and fitness, singing, though I'm not a very good singer, exploring nature, etc. I've also discovered one beautiful truth about life recently that you can never inspire a person with half-hearted undertakings. It is only when you put your heart and soul into whatever you are doing without expecting anything in return that you or your works or whatever you are doing start radiating positive energy. Initially, people may not be too excited about what you are doing, but you should not feel disheartened by their in the process, because they too are unsure of what you are doing. No one wants to follow or listen to somebody with random, inconsistent, unrealistic, and superficial ideas, which is very right in itself. So the first thing you have to do is you got to be true to yourself and be honest about what you are doing. Then only you will start radiating energy, which can be irresistible, but not always, of course. Friends, one of the best things I have inculcated into my life has definitely been the reading habits. Though I haven't read many of them, but I think I have read some of the best books that have ever been published so far. Some of them are Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Professor Yuval Noah Harari, Rich Dad and Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki and Sharon Lester, Atomic Habits by James Clear, etc. Presently, I'm reading Behave, The Biology of Humans at Our Best and Worst by Robert Sapolsky. I've been reading this book since January. Oh my god, this is one of the toughest picks so far. I'll briefly talk about it and my next read once I finish this one. So, considering the bunch of hobbies that I have, I needed to ask even more questions to myself. As an ardent book lover, do I create content on books, such as reviewing or summarizing a book? How many of them have I actually read? Do I remember all of what I read? Of course not. These were the questions that never got decent and satisfactory answer from my inner self. I am also a chess lover. I have been playing online chess since September 2022. My ELO rating in rapid section in chess.com and Lysias are 1700 and 1900 respectively. So do I create content on chess despite my lack of formal training in the field, when there are already very popular content creators like Gotham Chess, Agad Mathur, ChessBase India, etc.? Nah, that would be like making fun of myself. I'm also an admirer of nature's beauty, and I hope every one of us loves nature in some way. So maybe I can create some content on nature for sure. I'm also a health enthusiast, I spend 4 to 5 hours daily on this trek, just running and walking in 2 sessions. But I'm a pig when it comes to eating, and my weight is the testimony of how voracious I actually am. But the good news is I'm no longer a monster anymore. Presently, I'm 89 kg, and my target is to get to 70 to 75 kg range. And I request you all to be the motivator or be the reminder in my getting to that target. I hope I will be able to achieve that target in 6 months. Let's see. Stay and watch. Now, after addressing most of the questionnaire regarding my interest and dilemmas, the next big question that comes to my mind is, what is my contribution to the world and to the human civilization? What new things have I created or discovered in my long academic career that is inevitably important in a daily life of a common people? Do I have any contribution in rocket sciences and space exploration? Do I have any contribution in understanding our universe in a better way? Do I have any contribution in sustaining peace in the world? Do I have any contribution in world economy? And you know what? There is shockingly no contribution from my side personally. And I mean, it is an absolute zero. And this is really a very disappointing revelation about myself. There is no invention, no discovery, no nothing in any of the known field. In such an awful state of affairs, how can there be even a question of fostering an ego? What did I achieve after learning calculus with so many x's and y's? What do I do with the knowledge of second order differential equation and quadratic equation in my daily life? It's been 13 years I moved out of the university after my post graduation, but I haven't experienced the necessity to use calculus or any other complex equation for that matter to deal with a situation in a practical ends of life. I have heard people say one should be proud about himself or herself, but for what would I even be proud about? What did I do that has benefited human civilization or to the Mother Earth for which I could be so proud about? The follow-up question to that is, so should I be sad about my existence then? Of course not. The point is, there is no reason to be living your life with negativity, hatred, or ego, which damages you more than it does to others. Truth will always be there, whether or not you believe it while you are still alive or long after your death. The next question that I asked to myself is actually inspired by Sir Elon Musk. What is the meaning of life? Why we are here? Doesn't this sound unbelievably simple? But to answer that question, you need to go deep down the cognitive bedrock of your brain from where human consciousness develops. Do I just eat, sleep, reproduce, and die? Or do I do something meaningful in life before I die? Well, meaning could be different for different individuals, but Sir Elon Musk has a simple say on that. Quote, we don't really know the answer, but what really matters is in trying to understand the right question to ask. And the more we expand the scope and scale of human consciousness, we are at a much better position to answer that question and why we are here. Life is an adventure. where our mission is not just survival, but to make progress, to make difference, and leave a legacy that echoes through the cosmos. There will always be a problem in life, but there need to be things that inspire you. There need to be things that make you glad to wake up in the morning and say, I'm looking forward to the future, unquote. Oh God, this man is so inspiring. Okay, I think I have talked too much today. The point is, we must remind ourselves that we as an individual is as insignificant as a grain of sand in the Saharan desert. So where's the room for hatred, jealousy, sadism, egocentrism, etc., which benefits no one? Why don't we spread love and positivity instead? Ain't that an inspiring assignment? That is one of the principal reasons I have created this channel, to spread love and positivity in the world in my own way. Another reason is because I wanted to improve my communication skills. That's the truth. Friends, please share your opinion on the video in the comment section. And if you have come this far, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel to help it grow. Take care. Have a good day. Bye. See you later.